we go. Salute to Knicks Nation on this Monday afternoon. Another matinee edition of KnicksFanTV Live, presented by Underdog Fantasy. Go to Underdog Fantasy and use our code KFTV for a first-time deposit match of up to $100. On today's show, the Knicks make a sneaky roster move. Taj Gibson is out. What is next? Let's talk about it. Plus, we got some major KFTV announcements that we want to talk to you guys about. So lock in, man. Hit that like button, hit the share button, and subscribe to the channel. CP the franchise on the solo dolo. And by the way, I'm looking right now. You can call me CP the operator, CP the conductor, if you will. Salute. All right, man. Salute to everybody in the chat. Salute to everybody on the grind. Throw a hashtag grind in the chat. Hope everybody had a great weekend. Hope you guys did something, good, productive, different. Just hope you went out exploring or just, hang out and enjoy life, man. Couple things going on. Announcements. I was a little bit late. First and foremost, apologies on that. But a lot going on today. I started off this morning. I did Fred Katz's podcast of The Athletic. Had a great conversation with Fred. That's up on Fred's platform. Also did ESPN Buffalo. Had a quick spot. I do a frequent spot with those guys up there, Roger and Mike up there in Buffalo. We'll put that up on the channel later on tonight so you guys can hear that. I was just texting with Derek Harper, our old friend Derek Harper, who will be joining us Wednesday at 11 a.m. for our Game of the Week preview, Knicks versus Mavericks. We got Knicks Weekly going on tonight, NBA Report, a lot going on, man. So just hang tight with that. But, the delay is due to lots of good things happening. So definitely thankful for that. Also, another thing I wanted to point out for our West Coast Knicks fans, the West Coast meetup is here. CP the franchise, Jesus Nice, this Saturday in Los Angeles with the Left Coast Knicks fan club as well. We will be out in Cali hanging out with our fans out there. CK2K will be out there, a host of other people. So if you guys are in Los Angeles, I know people are coming out from Las Vegas as well. If you guys are in San Fran, we'd love to hang out and meet up with you guys. We will be at 33 Taps in Los Angeles. That's 3725 Sunset Boulevard. We'll be there at 4 p.m. Pacific time, watching the Knicks take on the Grizzlies, man. So for my West Coast people, definitely look forward to meeting you guys, Lawrence Peters, everybody else. We are looking for a videographer. If you guys know a videographer, somebody who can come through and capture a nice highlight reel of the event, take some pictures, let us know. Either drop us a comment in the comment section or email us, kftvmedia@gmail.com. We're looking for a videographer. If we have anybody within the fan base, we always love to work with fellow Knicks fans and keep it a for the fans, by the fans movement. So if you guys know any videographers in the Los Angeles area, let us know. We're definitely looking for that. Okay, let's talk business. Because last night, the Knicks got rid of Taj, man. Taj, they brought Taj in. Once Mitch went down, he brought the cell phone out and everything. Taj came out there. Thank you for your service, man. I always rock with Taj heavy. Brooklyn's own, consummate professional, great person, comes from a great family background. Got a chance to know his brother and met his family in the past. Great person, man. Great person. So definitely appreciate Taj for his service. There's rumors that Taj could be joining the coaching staff. Tibbs has said, he told Fred Katz of The Athletic that he has no issues putting Taj on the bench with a clipboard. So maybe that's the next move. But in the grand scheme of things, what does it all mean? Because according to Fred Katz at The Athletic, with 14 players now, the Knicks can now pursue a 2-for-1 deal or even a 3-for-2 deal if they need to make a move by the deadline. So that just means to me they are ready. They are locked and loaded. I think they have something in the works right now to bring somebody in here between now and the deadline. Now, contractually, Taj's contract was due to be guaranteed today. So they made that move, a sharp financial move. Hopefully they take care of him in other ways. But the contract was set to be guaranteed today. And by releasing him, they avoided that. But I also think that there could be some roster moves on the horizon. I mean, who do you guys like right now? A lot of you guys are putting your name in the Dejounte Murray ring. So let's talk about Dejounte Murray because he's definitely heating up. The Hawks lost last night to the Orlando Magic in overtime. Dejounte Murray has been cooking, man. If you guys have been watching him, you guys have been watching that game. Last 5 games, he's averaging 23.8, so damn near 24, 5 rebounds, 3.6 assists, shooting well from the field, man. He's shooting 50% from the field and 41% from 3. So how about that for Dejounte Murray, man? How about that? In his last 5 games, he's looking pretty damn good out there. And last night against the Orlando Magic, I believe he finished with another 20-point outing in their overtime loss to the Magic, 117-110. Dejounte Murray had 24, 6, and 2 on 9 of 20 shooting from the field, 6 of 10 from the free throw line. So it got to the free throw line as well. So what do you guys think, man? Are you guys in the Dejounte Murray camp? I've been wavering back and forth on this, man. I just can't call it because a couple of things have me wondering just how interested the Knicks are in this guy. And the first thing I think about is the contract. His contract, I'm digging up on Sports Track right now. So to everybody in the chat, once again, hit that thumbs up button for your boy. CB the Franchise Solo Dolo matinee edition of the show. So let's look at his contract. And right now, this year, he's making 17 this year. And then he's got a 3-year extension plus the 4th-year player option. So you're looking at 24 the year after that, 26, 28 after that. So just from a contract standpoint, I just wonder, the Knicks have never really made that type of move just yet. They've never acquired a player with that many years left on his deal. Whenever they acquire these players, they're always looking a couple steps ahead. So that would be a first for them. Would they be willing to do that and be committed to that salary for the 3 years? I wonder that. Or is it a situation where you bring him in and then you flip him for Spider? Is that possible? So those are the things that have me wondering, is it him? Is it a Dejounte Murray package with a Sadiq Bey? A lot of you guys want Sadiq Bey in there. Some of you guys think Capella. I don't think it's Capella. So that's a lot. 3 years at that money, and then go back to the amount that the Hawks traded for Dejounte Murray to get him. I mean, they went all in. They went all in. I'm just pulling it up right now. Let's go here, do our Googles here. I mean, they traded 3 firsts, 25 and 27, plus Charlotte's 2023 protected first, and a swap of picks in 26. A swap of picks in 26. So if you're Landry Fields, former Knick, Landry Fields, once a Knick, always a Knick, he could come to the cookout. Landry had a good run with us. What is he looking to get back? What is he looking to get back? Three picks. It's 2 firsts, a protected Charlotte first, and a swap in 26. So you had 3. The Charlotte one, we'll see how it conveys. 23 protected first. So I'm not even sure if that conveyed. I got to go back and check that out. So, but I say that to say, what are they looking to get back? It's not just the salary. They got to be looking for more picks to recoup what they lost, right? I would have to think so. I mean, why would they just sell low on the guy? Unless there's an issue there, unless there's something there. You guys be the judge, man. What do you think? What do you think? I would have to think Landry Fields wants something a little bit substantial. And then so it goes back to the Knicks. How much are you willing to pay for the guy? Are you willing to pay a number of picks that they have, plus commit to the salary? I'm not so sure. That's an interesting game. Because if you're going to say that you're going to commit to him at that money, you got to pay OG. OG's going to make northwards of 30, right? Don't be ready for when that OG announcement comes. We'll get through this season, get through the playoffs. They're looking good right now, 4-0. The OG announcement is coming in the offseason, and it's going to be a steep number. Then it's going to be Brunson's turn, and it might be Julius's turn. So, it'll be interesting to see if that's the team, that's the core that they're going to go in on. Somebody, Julius Caesar in the chat says Atlanta trying to avoid the luxury tax. Does that mean they take pennies on the dollar for them? I have to see. I would love to bring on Keith Smith or one of our resident capologists to break this thing down. Maybe we'll bring on Bobby Marks next week for another matinee edition and break down. It will be interesting to see who are the teams in cap difficulty as they approach that second apron. Who are the teams that will need help to alleviate some of that cap stress? We should do that. That's a great idea. That'll be the next matinee edition. We'll do a breakdown and get Bobby Marks on there. Blue Jay said, no way OG's worth more than 40. Yeah, I don't think so, but the rumor is at least that he came to the Knicks with his agent being Leon Rose's son with the understanding that he's going to take a little bit less. So like I said, with that the CAA mafia, they're playing chess out here. They got Brock all in the background with the calculator. They got Wes out there on the phone trying to wheel and deal, and Leon's just in here taking all the information. I already believe they have a framework for OG already set up. Do-Rap says the Suns. Boy, the Suns are looking brutal right now. What a mess that is. What a mess. And then, so with Murray, I waver back and forth with him because it's like, how good is it fitting with Julius and Jalen? You bring OG in here and you see how seamless it's been, even though he's still trying to get into the playbook, even though he has it already. But with Murray, you look at the dynamic with he and Trey, the fact that he plays better as a primary ball handler. The all-star that he was in San Antonio was the point guard, the guy. That was his one lone all-star year. So how would he look now slotting in with two all-stars? I wonder that. But on the second hand, I look at the Knicks bench. And I'm just like, man, I look at a guy like Dejounte Murray like, this guy could really do some things with this bench. Like, I would almost bring him in here to play solely with the bench unit. Like, you go out there with Grimes and Bride and Dev, if we don't trade Grimes in that deal and make him better, like, have him running that second unit. I think that would be great. And then, hey, you take a look from February through playoffs, see how it works, evaluate, and see what you want to do in the offseason. If you want to continue, or you try to send him to Cleveland for Spider. Salute to everybody in the chat, man. What do you guys think? You can hit me up on the Discord too. And before this show ends, I want to take you guys through the Discord. As we said, we want to get more of you on the Discord, and a lot of you who aren't as experienced with the Discord, we want to get you guys acclimated. Don't be scared of the Discord, man. It's technology. It's useful. It brings the community together and moves us forward. So it's a great tool to utilize. Mike C, $5 Super Chat says, I wouldn't be surprised if the Knicks make a move for an upgrade at the backup center spot and let McBride do his thing for 10 to 15 minutes a game. I talked about that with Fred Katz on his podcast this morning. Clearly with the McBride extension, 3 years at $13 million, I don't just think that's potential future contract filler in a trade, which it could be. But him being a Tibbs guy, like we heard Berman on this show. Those of you that have been with us for a while, Berman of the Post came on here. McBride is a Tibbs guy, but in the playoffs, but you've seen where Tibbs has a short patience for when this bench unit is in there with McBride. So it tells me that though he may be a Tibbs guy, he doesn't trust him that much. So that means they're going to go out there and get some help. I'd love to see McBride grow and develop with this team and show a little bit more than a 3-and-D floor. But they need more from his role on this second unit. They need more. The quickly absence is major for this team in terms of them trying to make some noise in the playoffs. The quickly role is major. Even though you want to say, yeah, he didn't show up last year, that's fine. But to where he got them to, you liked how it looked. Right now with McBride out there, yeah, you had the 4 for 4 from Philly, but you knew that wasn't going to, that's not an everyday thing. So that's a hot night. But you got to see more if he's going to be consistent as a playmaker or if he can be a more consistent three-point shooter. Devin DiPiero in the chat. Shout out to Devin. Devin, we got your order, man. Devin placed the order. I think Devin copped, I don't know if he copped the logo tee or he copped the For the Fans, By the Fans hoodie. But shout out to Devin DiPiero. They copped their merch. So shout out to you guys, man. And for you guys that are purchasing your merch, just one quick announcement on that. The first wave of shipments is going to go out on Thursday. So those of you that have placed your order for the hoodies over the last week, those are going to go out on Thursday. Now, so if you guys want to get in on that first wave, you're going to have until about 3 p.m. Eastern time to get your hoodies so that we can get it out to you by Thursday so that by, sometime Friday, Saturday, Monday, depending on where you live, it'll get to you. So if you want to be a part of that first shipment, you have until about 3 p.m. today to get your hoodie. So that's just an announcement there. And that's the hoodies. Also, the Orange Blue Skies tee. Shout out my guy, Tone Tran, for busting this thing down. This is fire. Screen printed. Nice tees. Shout out to everybody that got their Brunson merch. The Brunson merch was nice. Had a couple people sharing on Instagram. So good stuff there. So you have Murray, right? That's Murray. Now, what about Malcolm Brogdon? What do you guys think about Malcolm Brogdon? I like Brogdon. The rating 6th man of the year. I definitely like Brogdon. I've always liked Brogdon. The player, the profile. And given, as we talked about, the void, the hole that they have right now on the bench, they need a playmaker. They need a veteran. They need a three-point shooter. They need defense. It's quick, right? I think Brogdon will be great. How much would he cost? Would be way less than Dejounte Murray. Now, he can't stay healthy, so that would certainly impact how much I'm paying for him. But I think you like OG, you put Brogdon in there, it's point and click. Fill right in. But again, the durability and then the contract, he's still got an extra year on his deal. 22 and a half. But that becomes an expiring deal in the offseason. So I think, salary-wise and contract situation, it wouldn't necessarily be a bad thing. Again, depending on how much they give up. I would almost prefer Brogdon, durability be damned, because I know he would cost less. So I think those are two of the more realistic names and two of the names that would be, to me, ideal. I'm still not as high on DeRozan as some might be. My guy Brian Gelsiler came on the show last week and said he liked DeRozan. I'm not so high on that. Mr. William, 1072, $5 Superchats is my brother. Salute to Mr. William. Says, I prefer Brogdon. However, I think Murray and Brunson work better than Trey and Murray. Brunson better off ball. Yeah, absolutely. I agree with that. But then are we saying that we're going to change the dynamic of the offense to allow Dejounte Murray to make off the ball for Brunson? That'd be great. I would love to see Brunson getting more off-ball opportunities because his efficiency and scoring prowess from three has been electric this year. I would love to see them playmaking for him as Luka did when they were with Dallas. Like, that would be great. But are they going to change the offense to do that? There's some questions. Because right now it's Brunson, it's Randall. Like, it's their offense. That's what I mean with Dejounte Murray. It's like, where is he better utilized? Would he be effective in his role with this team? It's a question, but it certainly is something that it's worth exploring given the holes that they have on the bench, because I think what you see with this team this week, man, I mean, at 4-0, the impressive victories that they had over Minnesota and over Philly, statement wins. We were looking for that, in 2023, and closing out the first half of the season. And now they roll it in 1 week with a team that is still trying to get it together. I think that's impressive. And we're going to talk about more on OG and iHeart tonight on Knicks Weekly. Special guest coming through. But you have to like where they are, man. 21-15 in the East. 4th in the East right now. Schedule's getting lighter. It's getting easier. They're in a good spot. So this next trade could really, really help them in this second half push and beyond. Shout out to Uptown Twan, $5 Super Chat. CP, what's up? I got one more name to add. How about Terry Rozier? His contract isn't the best, but he can add value as a backup point. Scary Terry. They said they want Scary Terry in here. Let's take a look at Terry Rozier's contract. Veteran presence for sure. 8 years in the game. And Scary Terry's got one more with a partial guarantee for 25-26. Interesting. Not sure how that would work in terms of, contract, trade negotiations. Like, how would that work with a guy who's got, 1 year plus a partial guarantee? Josh Hart had a similar thing. How does that work in trades? That part's interesting. But at this point, hey, if it doesn't cost you as much, I'm willing to take on Terry Rozier. Like, if it doesn't cost you that much. Now, the contract thing is interesting because, again, they don't take on these, like, when they do these margin-type deals, they don't take on guys with more than 1 year left on a deal. So, as a player, sure, why not? But you always got to think about the business side. Financially, not so sure they would take that on. You at this stage in the game, unless they really believe in Dejounte Murray long term, at this stage in the game, I would have to think any type of deadline acquisition would be somebody who, the financial commitment isn't as long, or that they have flexibility. The Knicks always try to make moves with flexibility in mind, for the most part. So, interesting things to dissect. 1,700 people on the check-in. Lunchtime edition of Knicks Fan TV presented by Underdog Fantasy, man. If you guys are on the grind, throw a hashtag grind in the chat. Also, if you guys are new in the chat, leave us a hashtag new. We'll shout you guys out, man. Exciting time for the Knicks, man. They're playing great basketball. Jalen and Julius are leading the way. OG's has shifted the way this team is playing defense. How about iHeart? We're going to talk about that tonight, man. We're going to do a deep dive tonight. Waive, $5 Super Chat says, do you think we should give up first-round picks if we're not getting an all-star caliber in return? Not many. They have a lot. I mean, if you're going to give up a first. Like, Murray's he's a young, exciting player. Let's not act like he's just a washed bum. But, like, the fit is interesting. I just think it's very interesting. Obviously, you're going to have to give up some first, or first at least, to get him. You're just hoping that you don't overpay. I wouldn't mind. I would still pay the first round pick to get him. You get more athletic, you get more talented for sure. It's just on the players to make it work. Shout out to the Rhyme Animal Chuck D, man. $5 Super Chat says, I wouldn't let Brogdon leave town tomorrow. Murray is like putting sugar in tomato soup. We are trending up at 21-15. So Chuck's on the Brogdon wave. NBA report today at 3:30 p.m. Eastern Time. We're going to talk about RJ. RJ dropping the 30-piece on the Dubs. Whoa. Got to talk about RJ. But, yeah, I'm with you, Chuck, man. I like Brogdon. I like the Brogdon fit. Kevin Lambert, salute. Salute to Kevin, team hashtag new. We got Kai Bolton on the grind. Salute to Kai, get that bread. Michael Jones, team hashtag new. Michael, welcome to the squad, man. I am Eric. Also in here is new. Salute to I am Eric. All of our franchise channel members, of course. I see Euro De Niro. I see Stephen Gomez. Salute. Nick is in here. Coach Rubens. Devin, J. Rose, Casey Priebus, always in here. Shout out to Stoddy P. Lawrence Smith, always in here. Brandon Lee, salute. JJ, always. JJ, I don't think JJ's missed the show since we started. I really don't. I don't think JJ from Brooklyn has missed a show since 2017. You're talking about day ones. That is a day one. These nice 77 says Warriors are washed. Yeah, absolutely, man. They're there. They're going through it right now. They are getting cooked and filleted. And, just is what it is, man. Death of a dynasty. Been saying it all year long. It's death of a dynasty. It is what it is. They had a fantastic run. But now things are crumbling. Rome is burning. So, see you later. Good luck. And, now you're seeing in the the headlines, Adam Silver talked Draymond out of retirement. Whatever, man. He had his days. He's got 4 rings, man. Christopher Blake on the Discord. Christopher, what's good? Christopher Blake, one more time on the Discord. Mr. Free on the Discord.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
I just had to unmute it.
Isn't this Christopher Blake?
Yes, sir. It's me. See,
Yeah.
I got to come in. I let you guys steam for a little bit, but, I got to come in there and cook a little bit sometimes, too.
It's your time. Let's go.
So, first, I'm going to miss RJ and I'm going to miss IQ.
Yeah.
I was really looking forward to seeing some youth and watching them develop over the years, but you got to do what you got to do. Now, we're in a weird position where we have to kind of make a move and see how much talent we can kind of fit underneath our cap space right now.
Right.
So I think we should go ahead and take the flyer on Dejounte. This year, he's only making $18 million. Worst case scenario, even if he doesn't fit, we know we're probably not winning a championship this year.
Yeah.
We can always flip him for another asset. We still have to be in talent acquisition mode right now.
Yeah.
And I think comparing him to Brogdon, we also, if we're already talking about, I don't know if we, his injury history, what is his value? We already know if Dejounte is out the door, people are going to want him because one, he plays defense and he can hit that 3. So I think we should still try to go for him. Worst case scenario, we have an asset that we can flip. Maybe it sounds a little bit better than including Grimes in a trade, OG, I love OG. You know what I mean? It hurt. I wish we probably could have packaged maybe 1 or 2 assets with maybe a pick. Yeah. Because in my personal opinion, I think the 2 players that we shipped out probably provide more, but OG is definitely a better fit for us. So as you can see, the results speak for himself, and it's a win-win situation for both. So I'm happy for both sides. We did what we had to do. But I still think we have to look at it. Do we see ourselves taking down Celtics? Do we see ourselves taking down Bucks? Do we see ourselves taking down Denver with the current roster that we have? And if the answer is no, we got to get more talent. Yeah. And that's all I got to say.
Yeah, well, they're going to get the more talent. There's no way that they're just going to be sitting on first-round picks. And I think it'll come at the deadline. They have to. They look good. They look strong, but they're top-heavy right now. The bench is a real weakness. And it's nothing against McBride and those guys, but they need more experience at that spot based on what they're trying to do this year. They need more experience there. That's nothing against McBride. I'd be happy to see how he plays between now and the deadline, to see how he handles that role. They need a little bit more. And I'm with Christopher. They still need to be thinking talent acquisition for the now and for the future. Absolutely. Especially when you're not a team that's going to be drafting high. So you may have to part with some picks and get some talent. And yes, Dejounte, he's made the all-star team once. Is he like a perennial all-star? No, but you still have to be thinking talent acquisition. And that's why I'd be leaning towards doing something like this, getting a guy in here, seeing how it works. You get a young, talented player, and a good athlete. He's playing very well this year, shooting the ball well this year, rather. And so, yeah, is it worth taking a gamble? I guess it all depends on the price. And maybe you have to put Grimes in that deal. It'd be tough for me to do, but you might have to. Because it's well, we don't know what Atlanta would want, but that's another thing with the Hawks, man. Like, are they going to go after Siakam? That's why I have so many questions about Dejounte. Like, at least with the Blazers, you could see Brogdon because they're going nowhere, right? So you could see that in their quest for talent acquisition and asset stockpiling. But with Murray, I'm like, if they're trying to get Siakam, would they trade Murray? Why would they trade Murray if they're trying to get Siakam? Is it a one for the other because of the salary cap situation? So I really want to understand, like, where Atlanta, what is their motivation? What is in the mind of Landry Fields? What is in the mind of Landry Fields? I did try to get Landry Fields on the show when he first. I think it was either before he went to the Hawks or when he was assistant manager with the Hawks. Yeah, didn't work out so well. Maybe one day. Shout out to Johan Ovanyo. Says, what is Brogdon contract like? Brogdon has hang tight. I was just on it. Brogdon has this year and next. He's got one more year at 22, so he's in a walk year next year after this season. Expiring deal. That's why I like, is it Brogdon? Because it gives you an upgrade and contract flexibility if you need to make a flip in the offseason. So that's interesting to me. What do you guys think? Shout out to Flavor Phrase. Right. It was a better future trade chip. And expiring with the Grimes and some picks, or Murray with additional salary on his books. Joshua Margili says, team needs bench scoring. Dante and OG in the corners with JB and Jew with the ball and iHeart to clean the glass. Leave the starting five as is. Clarkson, QG, Hart, and with Drummond off the bench. Yeah, Andre Drummond turning back the clock. I did look at Clarkson's deal the other day. What is it again? Let's look at Jordan Clarkson's deal. Okay, so Clarkson has, he's got 2 more years at $14 million. He's got 2 more years at $14 million. So you swap out the Fournier contract for Clarkson. Yeah, I might have to think about that too, man. I mean, not the entire profile that I'm looking for. Certainly a dynamic scorer off the bench. He can chuck. He's a chucker. I'd like to see a bit more better, playmaking as well as defense. But like I said, any one of these guys right now, if the price is right, bring them in. Because I just like how this team is looking right now. That I just feel like a spark off the bench can really help. And if it makes sense deal-wise and they don't get fleeced, I'm with it, man. Yeah, high-volume shooter. Yeah, that's the only thing, man. He leave you scratching your head, man, some of his shot selection. I'm not sure. Tibbs is already losing it. Just regular game day stress. We'll have to wait and see, man. Okay. All right, who else we got here on the Discord? And you know what? Since I'm on the Discord, man, let me give you guys a little look-see into the Discord. Let me shift this over. While we have your attention, let me shift this over and just show you guys the Discord. So for those of you kind of wondering like how this thing works here, the Discord it's just a platform that we use for, number one, we have 24/7 Knicks chat going on in here. And it's a way for you guys to call into the show. As you see right now in the chat, we got people, I mean, look at this. Mind the pot. Mind the depot in the Discord. Jordan Clarkson isn't a ball handler. He's slightly more efficient. RJ, does that really give us what we need? So you got conversations going on right now on topic in the Discord, live and direct. The conversation is going on right now in the Discord. So this is what we mean by 24/7 group chat. We have a number of people here chatting right now live all around the world. You can throw your memes in there, you throw your GIFs. You have custom KFTV emojis that shout out to TM for setting up. So you can throw your CP emojis in there, your Alex, your JDs. You got CK in there. You got a number of Knicks. You got Berman of the Post. You can throw your Chuck D emojis in there. So you can get in there and have some fun with it. So that's the primary. That's the group chat. That is that part of the Discord. And that's under the main server tab here on the left panel. It'll say KFTV. So to join the Discord, all you're going to do is there's a link in the video description, or you can download the app, then use the link. It's going to ask you to sign up. For our channel members, there is, I believe, TM, I don't remember where those instructions were to connect your YouTube account to the Discord. But once you do that, once you connect your YouTube account to the Discord, that's when you will have access to the member lounge, which is where you'll be able to skip the line and call us before everybody else. So, for example, my guy Christopher Blake, who I just brought on, we brought him on first because he was in the members lounge. He's a franchise channel member. He pays his $4.99 a month. That allows him to skip over Lawrence and LD. Nothing against them, but just a perk that we give to our people. So the franchise channel members have exclusivity in the members lounge. And then once we want to talk to people, we just drag you from the lounge or the members lounge into the live show area, and that is where Lawrence is right now. So Lawrence, if you're listening, go ahead and unmute your mic. Lawrence, go ahead and unmute your mic.
ACP, you got me?
Thanks, man. You executed the demo perfectly, man. Perfectly. Go ahead, sir.
Yeah, well, being that we playing, you got the trade machine out. I was saying, what about going after like a Kyle Kuzma and like a Bones Highland? Bones Highland is like a quickly light. Don't play the whole defense, but his offense is really good, and he's not playing for the Clippers right now.
I don't think Tibbs goes there. You know.
Right.
I would have to think they want some more veteran presence. You bring in Kuzma. Where are you playing Kuzma?
That's the thing. That's the hardest part. I know he's making about 25.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just think we need more scoring. You're gonna go after the Bostons and the Bucks. It's like I do like the Brogdan. Brogdan, I think he makes the most sense.
Yeah.
I don't like Murray because it's gonna be a little bit too. He's gonna be too expensive.
That's what I'm thinking too. I think Murray could be expensive. Yeah. That's why I think Brogdon.
Right, Brogdon works. You know, he does have a health issue, his history. You know, but in playing him 20, 22 minutes a night, that might work.
Yeah.
All right, thanks, CP.
Good to hear from you, man. Appreciate it. All right. So, part of the Discord live demo, we will disconnect Lawrence here, and we will bring in Lawrence S320. So, he's a franchise channel member. He has access to the members lounge. So, we're going to bring him in. And we're going to ask Lawrence S320 to unmute his mic. Lawrence, are you with us? You got people in the chat saying, welcome YouTube people. So, welcome to the live demo. Let's see. Is Lawrence ready to go? Is Lawrence ready? We got Lawrence going once. Okay. Lawrence going twice. All right. So, Lawrence, we got to drop you off, man. He was in the members lounge. He was trying to get in on the demo, but he wasn't ready. But LD's always ready, man. So we go to him, and we'll have him close the show for today. LD, let's go.
Hey, what's up? Can you hear me?
Loud and clear. Let's go.
What's up? So first things first, it's 3 Lawrence that just joined your chat. The one you just took out, and the L of my name is Lauren, too. So that
is insane. That is crazy,
that's pretty
bro.
crazy.
That's crazy.
Happy New Year.
Yeah, likewise, man. Likewise.
Make it quick. I think our journey to the Eastern Conference, at least, is Andre Drummond and DeMar DeRozan. I don't know how much I don't know what my package will be. I'm not sure I'm comfortable giving up more than one first because DeMar is gone after this season and Drummond is also gone after the season. So maybe 1 first and maybe 3 seconds, whatever the case may be. I don't understand the Murray fit as a starter because we're not going to bring him off the bench off making $30 million for the next 5 years.
Yeah.
I don't get that fit. I also I respect the Brogdon idea, but how much further does that push us?
Not
You know what
that
I'm saying? I
far.
don't really.
But I think
Yeah,
it could get you out the first round for sure. It'll help.
I mean, I think we have a chance to get to at least the Eastern Conference with that Chicago move.
Mm.
And then here's another thing though. I think it's time for us to actually consider. I know people are going to throw tomatoes at me on this one.
Mm.
Consider trading away Mitchell Robinson because I really think so. I think we can this season package his contract and Fournier's contract and get us a real star at least somewhere else. I don't know who it'll be, but Mitchell Robinson's injury is apparently not something that looks good long term.
I
And
don't
he's
think you're right.
always injured.
I agree
So
with you wholeheartedly
you
on
know what I'm
that.
saying?
I don't agree.
I think we should consider that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, that's my point right there, man.
Yeah, I'm with you on that, man. And you guys know Mitch is my guy, but it's a huge concern for me. And we kind of had to expect it, right? We always expect Mitch to miss time every year. At least I have, but with these and the lower extremity
scary,
injuries,
it's
because you just don't know. You just don't know, and he's a huge part of your team, especially defensively.
Yeah, and Hardenstein. I mean, we're looking good though. I like how we look, but
Yeah,
we got to. I think we can push for that at least that Eastern Conference this season. And I'm really, really pushing for it because these contracts are going to get pretty expensive pretty soon. Brunson is going to get really expensive. I think Julius Randle may not be a Knick next season with this CAA thing. I'm not sure, but I don't think he will be. You know what I mean? Because it's looking like it's a family affair with the CAA and
sure does.
Villanova boys. You know what I'm saying?
Sure does, man.
We'll see.
You're right, man. You're right.
I mean?
Yes, sir.
No doubt, Happy New Year again.
Likewise, man. Appreciate the call. Yeah, it's just so interesting, man. Like, I have a hard time seeing them do it. I mean, Julius is playing so well, man. He's playing so well this year. I don't know if the agency politics gets in the way of that. Is there some sort of early contract talks that have stalled out? I don't know, man. But he's balling out right now. I just can't see them just jettisoning him for the sake of politics. It would have to make sense. It would definitely have to make sense. But then you look at it and everybody is clutch. Except for Dante. I don't think Dante's clutch. Hard is CAA. Everybody's CAA. Except for Dante. I don't think Dante is CAA. But Hard is. Randall was. Brunson is. So, the entire team isn't, but it's very interesting, man. It is very interesting. And he wants DeRozan and Drummond. The DeRozan, I questioned the DeRozan fit as well, but some of you guys like it. The LD likes it. Brian Kelseiler, who we had on last week, likes the DeRozan fit with the Knicks. I think that one's tricky. Certainly would give you another bona fide scoring option in the clutch. Like, there's no denying that. Definitely no denying that. And Drummond for some bench help for sure, because I don't know. I'm not so sure Precious is going to make it here, and Sims is Sims, right? Like, as soon as Precious came here, they put Sims back on center 3, so I don't see him rising up the charts either. So I think more front court depth would bode well for this team. My guy, the previous caller said he misses RJ and quick. RJ Barrett, 37. I was watching that game last night, man. I told you I'm still rocking with my guys, man. So shout out to RJ, great game. Lawrence S320, we're gonna try you again on the Discord, man. Are you there? Are you with us?
Can you hear me?
Loud and clear, sir. You made it, bro.
Yeah, I was messing with my mic, not the Discord mic mute button. I don't have much to say. I was just trying to figure out how to get on the line. But,
well, you got it. Wait, is this your first time connecting to the Discord?
No, I've been on the Discord, but I haven't actually tried to call in before. So
okay, but you figured it out now, right? It's pretty simple, right?
Yeah. It's pretty simple.
Okay.
Oh, just two things.
Yeah.
I feel like we're not giving the Murray idea enough credit.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like he's like a Tibbs type player. He can defend his position.
Mm-hmm.
He give you the same type of offense you got from RJ. He has the ability to get a bucket. He's not a spot up shooter, so when the offense breaks down, which happens a lot, he can get to the basket, shoot a mid-range shot. His 3-point shot got better. He gives you a lot more options than offense. So, if I'm choosing between Brogdon and Murray, I lean towards Murray, but I understand what Brogdon gives you off the bench because that's been a struggle for us. And if they don't do neither, a backup big would be great.
Okay.
That's all I got.
I agree with you. I definitely agree with you there. I appreciate the call, Lawrence. You figured out the Discord. You are a willing participant in the demo. Thank you, sir. All right, so that was Lawrence. So there you go on the Discord, man. Very easy. Go ahead and connect. You can hit the link in the video description, download Discord, or hit the link and you can have the app. It works on desktop. It works on app. Pretty simple. There's one step when you do sign up and you try to jump into the KFTV server. You have to fill out the verification. There's a verification part that you have to fill out, and there's also a checkbox that you have to read the rules of the Discord, and then acknowledge that you've read the rules and accept the rules. Like, we have to have structure. You know, Discord is not just a free-for-all in there, right? This is not romper room, okay? So you still have to come through with etiquette, come through with respect, have some fun in there. But be careful, because the warden of the Discord, TM, is out there, and any type of theatrics, you're out of there. So you got to keep it cool, keep it civil, or else. And that's how we got to run it, man. We got to, throw some structure in there, man. So that's the story there. Matinee edition of KFTV Live, CP the Franchise, was a good one for sure. Make sure you guys follow us come over to the NBA Report at 3:30. We're going to talk more on RJ's game, what's going on with Golden State. What else do we have on the docket for NBA Report? We just had a team meeting earlier this morning. We're going to talk Phoenix Suns in the crapper and a good Timberwolves and Mavs game last night. We'll talk about that because we're going to be playing the Mavs this week as well. Like I said, to reset from the top of the show, Derek Harper, our friend D Harp, number 11, the original 11, will be joining us Wednesday at 11 a.m. for the Game of the Week preview, presented by Underdog Fantasy, so make sure you guys tap into that. Our West Coast Watch party is set for this Saturday as well, man. Saturday, 4 p.m. Pacific time at 33 Taps on Sunset Boulevard in Los Angeles. CP the Franchise, Jesus Nice, the Left Coast Knicks fan collab, meetup, whatever you want to call it. We're going to have a good time, man. Come through, watch the game, Knicks versus Grizzlies. Free to get in, no hassle. It's Cali, man. You know they don't hassle out there. They rock flip-flops and T-shirts to work. So we just keeping it real cool, real light. We're just going to have a good time. You'll have NFL wildcard playoffs going on at the same time. But they gave us a section of the spot. They promised me a big screen TV and audio throughout the spot. So they giving us a spot. This is a Knicks bar, all right? This is not just meeting up at the spot and figuring things out. No. We got it all laid out. Nice spread. Come through and have a good time with us. And one more thing. As I said, we're looking for a videographer out there. If anybody knows a Los Angeles-based videographer, ideally a Knicks fan, preferably a Knicks fan, but it doesn't have to be, let me know. Email us, kftvmedia@gmail.com, or just send us a DM on Instagram. You want to get the event captured and documented as we always do. And that's that, man. See you guys for NBA Report, and also see you guys tonight for Knicks Weekly. We got a special guest coming through, man. Like, share, subscribe. Let me make sure I got all the super chats in here in case I missed any. John Smith, salute to you. He says, I ordered my hoodie. Great show Saturday. Thank you, John Smith. Shout out to Midtown Man 24K. Chances of Devin Vassell? No, I don't think they're not going to be in on that. Dude Rap, a €2 super chat, says Rich Paul not sending Murray to Cleveland, a.k.a. the dump. Probably not. Shout out to Rhyme Animal Chuck D once again, man. Shout out to Uptown Twan, Flavor Freeze, Johan. Welcome to the franchise channel members. Shout out to John Smith again. Says, I like our starting five. I like your idea, Murray, with the bench. Yeah, it's more wishful thinking, really, than reality. Okay, Bert, $5 super chat says, Brogdon is the most ideal plug-and-play, flexible contract, especially for the 2024 free agency period, which is very strong. Good stuff. Isaiah Jackson, salute. Salute to Isaiah Jackson. He says, Suns are proof you don't need a superstar. He says, fine, let's go get Mo Bamba. Shout out to Isaiah Johnson. Ishan Heru says, Murray and Jalen could be Clyde and Monroe at full potential. Murray is a baller and will seamlessly fit in. Could push us to the ECF. Salute. And lastly, my 2 cents. Never misses a show. Franchise channel member. I'm for Brogdon. If not, Detroit fire sale is on the cheap. Bogdanovich, 19 mil is guaranteed for 2 mil. Hayes, Morris, Burks, maybe. I don't want nothing about Killian Hayes. Definitely not. I take Bogdanovich, and certainly I bring Burks back, but we need a little bit more complete game. Even though I'm Team Burks, we need defense, playmaking, scoring. Need somebody like that. I would take the chance with Brogdon, man. So anyway, great show, guys. Great show. Lunchtime edition, we had 1,800 people in here. Number one show for the fans, by the fans. Always on and popping and rocking. UnderdogFantasy.com. Promo code KFTV. Instant deposit match for $100. Play the pick'em. Play the daily fantasy. Just holla at the boys. Cartier Joe, well, welcome to the franchise channel members. Remember that the show's available in audio podcast format, man. See you guys later. Peace.